Tres, dos, uno. Uno, dos, one, two, three, cuatro.
What's up, everybody?
Tres, dos, uno, dos, one, two, three, cuatro. Welcome to the King David Super Show. How's everybody doing today?
What's up, everybody?
Put some respect on my name.
Hey,
What?
When y'all see my name, put some respect.
Why am I hearing that? Stand by. Stand by.
hit the like button, fool.
Hey!
King Fowler today. King David T. Swing.
Hit the like button, fool!
At it again. Always in for the win.
Hit the like button, fool!
Hit that like button. Hey. Back at it again for another week. King David T. Swing. Yeah, we in these streets. Yeah, we bringing the heat. And plus we back it too. It's that boy T. Swing. I'm coming back at you for another show. You know we got the glow. We about to go. We about to give you more than what they ask for. Come with it. The real man, we know you can come get it. Hey, we up in the mix. On the broadcast, we be talking shit. Trying to get rich, trying to get them M's.
Put some
Rocking a
respect
whole
on my
bunch of
name.
Tim's. Don't wear Tim's, it be J's, homie. First name T, that's Tony. The one and only, not by myself. King David in the building, in the well.
What?
Don't need no help, we got it on our own. We in the zone. Ace time at home.
Say
Throwing
time,
up that
baby.
H, put it in their face. Turn up the beat a little, man, give it more bass. I
What?
know you want to taste. It ain't no race, so we the winners. No chicken dinner, straight steak.
Did he say? Did he say? Did he say steak?
I say no chicken dinner, straight steak.
I like steak. How's everybody doing, everybody?
Steak.
How's everybody doing, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome to King David Super Show.
What's up, everybody?
I'm your host. Shout out to homie T Swim. Shout out to homie T Swim. That's my dog.
Put some respect.
That's my dog.
That's my
When y'all see
dog.
respect on it.
That's my dog. Oh man, I made the mistake earlier of going to fucking Papa John's. I'm not intelligent. I'm getting to a certain age, people, where I just can't eat the way that I thought that I want to eat. I'll think of some shit, and then I'll eat some shit, and then I got shit, and it's no bueno, bro. It's no bueno. It's no bueno, man.
I'm at an age where I know what works for me, and I stay away from stuff that don't.
Dude, you know it's crazy, man. Like,
What's up?
I cannot eat McDonald's anymore. Like, literally within, I'm not even exaggerating, within 4 minutes. Like, within 4 minutes, it's rabid diarrhea. Rabid diarrhea and rabid stomach ache.
She belongs to the street.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's like, I gotta go straight to the toilet. I'm like, no bueno.
Man, I stay away from it, bro. I try to eat healthy.
You know what's funny? When I was young, man, I used to always dream of McDonald's. And I'm like, oh, McDonald's is so fucking amazing. You know, when I was a kid, I'd be like, we're in the car, and we're going to McDonald's. And you're like, oh, man, I get the Happy Meal, get the toy and everything.
Shit, that's back when they had the supersize and it was real.
Fucking right, dude. Now the food is fake. Mm-hmm.
Keyword, real.
It ain't real. It ain't real, people. It ain't real. It ain't real.
Stop the cap.
It ain't real. Shit ain't real, man.
Yeah.
They be lying, bro. They be lying. Anyway, so tell me about school. How's everything going? I see you're just like literally like nonstop every day, all day.
Man, school has been going pretty good, bro. Cannot complain, man. Doing well, man.
What do you take?
Right now I'm in English and college algebra, bro. So I just showed David some of my equations.
Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck this shit, bro. Like, for real. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, I can't do it.
But I'm good, man. I'm straight.
He said, I'm straight. I'm good. I'm straight.
Cool.
I'm great.
Great.
Ninja. So,
Flawless victory.
Perfect.
but, so, other than that, man, I've just been working on this real estate shit, and interest rates are extremely too high. It's very difficult to actually make money. You know, before, you know, I just refinanced one of my projects I just completed. It took me almost a year to get this thing completed. I bought it for a little over $200,000. The appraisal came back at $621,000. I mean, pretty fucking. I think I got a pop on call for that one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. So, how much did you buy that property for? $621,000. And how did it appraise? Fucking great. Thank you very much. All right. Having too much fun. So the appraisal came back good, made a little bit of money, made pretty much almost a year's salary, you know, more than a PhD salary on the refinance. But now it's like, you're on the hook for all this fucking money. Dude, you know how much my interest rate is on this house? 8%. 8%. That is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is fucking insane. You have credit cards that are cheaper than that.
Yeah.
I literally have a credit card that is at 5.9%. That is insane. It makes more sense for me to basically put the entire mortgage on the fucking house on the credit card. It's like, all right, fuck it, whatever. It's cheaper on the credit card. It's crazy.
That's like early 2000 interest rates.
Yeah. Fucking insane, bro. So, I met this real estate agent. His name is Caleb. I met him actually at one of his seminars. Real young guy. I think he's like about 21, 22 years old. I really just like his energy, the way he does things. He's very. I just like his energy. Mm-hmm. You know, I really don't get along with real estate agents. To be honest with you, to be honest with you, I despise the majority of them. But this guy here, I just like him. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I just, you know, I showed you the video. I showed you the listing of my house.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
It was dope, man. Very professional, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Caleb. Shout out to Caleb. You know what I'm saying?
Very professional, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Caleb. But you know, it takes a lot to really move me. You know, and I just kind of know, and I understand my weaknesses and my strong points and my weaknesses. And one thing I don't like doing, I hate selling shit. And it's funny, everybody's like, "Oh, you're a natural salesman. You're a natural salesman. You're a natural." I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm naturally honest about shit. I just don't bullshit people. You know, but when you're trying to sell something, you have to kind of like, you know, hide this, you know, hide the imperfections. You know, hide the fake, you know, no. Fuck that.
They got most time people got to bend the truth.
Yeah, I don't believe in being unauthentic, you know, in order to sell something. If I feel that I have to be inauthentic about things, you know, in order for me to sell something, that means that I feel that I'm a sellout, and it's just not who I am. You know, I have to be organic about whatever it is that I'm doing, regardless of whether you like it or whether you don't. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I couldn't be a recruiter, bro, because I was gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to go recruiting? I'm like, nah, I'm good, because I'm gonna tell the truth to the people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, look, I mean, here's the situation. I'm not going. This portion of the industry is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. We just need more. LeBeur's Casino. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing else to say with you motherfuckers right now. Fuck you.
This portion of the Super Show is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. We just need more. LeBeur's Casino. Thank you for your money. Thank you for your money. And you don't drive Ferrari, you ain't.
Yeah. You don't drive Ferrari, you ain't shit. And LeBeur's Casino. Fuck you. That's all I got to tell you right now. We'll work that shit out later. But right now, you are on my shit list. Shit list, motherfuckers. But yeah, I cannot be inauthentic about certain things, man. I just can't. I can't. Man, I had a really interesting topic today. Speaking of that, before I get to the topic, I go to fucking Papa John's. I go over to the place on the corner. So I'm trying to order. I got a 50% coupon on Uber Eats. Where I think if you spend more than $15 more, you get 50% off. I'm like, cool. So I'm entering the shit in. So I put the shit in. I'm trying to order a pizza. I'm trying to have it delivered here before the show. T-Swin's doing his homework, and I'm like, all right. You know, I'm like, all right, like T-Swin's doing his homework, so I'm like, all right, I have a little bit of time to kill. And on top of that, I'm like, I need to kind of focus on, like, you know, how I'm gonna articulate the show. So anyway, so I get there. Well, first of all, I'm trying to order this shit. It's 50% off. So I'm like, oh, so the pizza itself is $16.
Yeah.
Okay. Now through Uber Eats, it's $21 plus taxes plus fees. Blah 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 blah. So it all comes out to be like $26. So I entered my credit card information in, and I got these fucking. I have 3 fucking deals where it's 50% off as long as you spend $15 or more. Normally it's $25.
Yeah.
Normally it's $25 for you to get half off. So I entered the shit in, everything's all good. It says $16.98 for delivery the whole 9 yards. So I enter all my information in, and it keeps telling me it appears that you're out of your service area, and it keeps showing British sterling.
Yeah.
You're at British sterling. I'm like, I'm not in Great Britain. There's somebody with a VPN on my fucking computer. I'm logged in as myself. So I don't get it. So I'm entering my credit card information, and it keeps rejecting it. I put my Amex card in it. It's an unlimited fucking Amex card. Rejected. And I'm like, this is bullshit, bro. I'm gonna go to the fucking. I'm just gonna go drive the corner. You gonna do your homework? You're gonna come? Like, I didn't do my homework. All right, cool. So he's went doing his thing. I get in the car. I go over there. I walk into Papa John's. There's nobody there. I'm just waiting here, and I'm like, this is bullshit.
They was all in the back or what?
Bro, there was the place was empty. So I'm just like, so then somebody else comes in. I'm looking at the deal. I'm like, bro, there's nobody fucking here. So I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And then this dude comes out. And he's kind of like adjusting his pants, and then a chick comes out. I'm like, this motherfucker here, dude. This dude's over here fucking some bitch over there while he's working.
That food's contaminated.
I know, right? I know.
There ain't cheese on that pizza.
Bro, when I just not tell you, I just had a fucking slice in my stomach. It's like, on the fucking floor. You know, like, I don't know when he touched my pizza, but whatever it was, it did not rub me right. It did not rub me the right way.
I caught some people doing that in the Jack in the Box one time, bro. I pull up to the intercom. Nobody answered. I drive to the window, man. The 2 people working, getting it on.
Yeah. I don't know if this was the dude and his chick in the back, because she wasn't wearing a uniform. He was wearing a uniform. So they was like, hey, man, you want anything extra? I'm like, nah. He's like, no, it's free. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So he gave me some fucking free cheesy bread. So I'm like, I'll take it. So,
Like,
yeah.
Keep the sauce.
Yeah. The sauce is everything. For cooks, chefs, people, sauce is everything. Anything in your world can be bland. The sauce makes everything. The sauce makes no sauce outside. Sauce makes the world go round. Yeah, buddy. That was for you. But anyway, so the topic of today. All right, so here's our topic. It's a pretty juicy one. Relationships today are okay. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have the fucking record thing. I'm over here doing sound effects. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Hold on, check this out.
Hyena mind and modern women are masculine energy is aggressive. Hyena mind. I'm just.
Kevin Samuels.
R.I.P. to the Godfather.
Kevin Samuels. We were watching a Kevin Samuels show. He was just straight flipping out on this chick. Hold on.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Don't tell me to. Whoa.
You're very intimidating.
Whoa. Wait a fucking minute.
I love Kevin Samuels.
R.I.P. to the Godfather, man.
I fucking love Kevin Samuels. So the topic basically is relationships today are hard as you. Okay, I can't read this shit. I got freestyle.
Relationships today are as hard as you make them to be. Have you ever lusted for someone else while in a new or existing relationship? Did you step out to where you're out of where you master of your domain? Was she in the side pocket, back pocket, or no pocket?
Yep. Long story short, paraphrased is: have you ever been involved in a serious relationship or just in a relationship, new or old or whatever, and you lusted for somebody else while you were in that relationship? Now, women feel that if you admire somebody else or if you whatever, if you're looking at another woman, you're cheating.
It's cheating, yeah.
It's cheating.
And
you're thinking about it. You're cheating. I don't care. You're fucking thinking about it. I'm not in your brain. I can't verify what you're fucking thinking.
Yeah, if you compliment another woman, then you're cheating.
Thank you. You ever see that commercial where that dude opens the door for that chick and his girlfriend's over here flipping out, chasing after her for like a day straight? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That type of shit.
That kind of stuff too, man. If a woman is too nice to you, then you about to catch hell on the ride home.
You gonna catch hell on the ride home.
If the waitress too nice to you, the cashier too nice to you, you about to catch hell on the ride home. Exactly.
No. So, but I would have to say, you know, in my experience, I've been in relationships where I've admired other women, you know what I'm saying? But I admired them in a respectful manner. And I've been in relationships where I just didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, all right, fuck it. You know, I felt like it wasn't going nowhere anyway, and I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, well, we were on the downward spiral, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to exercise my options. You know? I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, look, you know, what you put into something is what you put into something is what you get in return, what you reciprocate. So if you put in 50% and they're not, what I mean when I say this is whatever you put into something is what you're supposed to receive
exactly
in the end. But if you don't receive that in the end, you're going to go look somewhere else. You're going to go somewhere else to get it because this is an imbalance.
You're going to start wondering. You're going to start fishing.
Do you see what I'm saying? If you look at the picture, okay, I'm giving you this. I'm not getting nothing. So which means I got to go here to get this. Mm-hmm. I got to complete the circuit. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that is kind of the misconception that many women have, that you can't sit there and stifle a man of certain needs and certain things that they want. The only reason why men cheat is because you're stifling them of something that they need. It's the truth. The fact of the matter. Otherwise, if you're draining the motherfucker every day and you're not being a drain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A mental drain, then he has no reason to step out on you. You might admire somebody. It's like, okay, I can admire somebody's beauty or this, that, and the other, but I'm happy at home. Mm-hmm. You know, that is the big misconception. I can admire anybody from afar. It doesn't mean that I want to go out and destroy my relationship behind it. The only time I would walk away from my relationship behind it if basically there's nothing to go home to.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If there's nothing to go home to, then it's like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck. But the big misconception, I guess, with a lot of beta men today is beta men feel that they have an obligation to go home to something that they're not happy with. Mm-hmm. They feel that they're obligated, like they're trapped, and they can't just pack a bag and move. You know, there's nothing wrong with, like, you know what, I'm not happy anymore. There's really no more discussion. Yeah. And it's interesting. It's interesting. Like, if you just don't even talk about it, you just pack your shit and you start I'm on my way out. On your way out with your suitcase, they want to latch onto you, like they don't know what's wrong. Like, bitch, you know what's wrong. You know why I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? And now you want to clean it up now? No, it's too late.
Yeah,
it's too late. I was watching. I think it was on Instagram. There was a guy. And all he was trying to do was get out of the house. She literally had him like in the arm lock, and he had like the phone like this. He's like, I'm just trying to get out the door. She won't let me go. She's going off. She was cheating on him. He got her cheating.
Yeah.
And I think it was in her phone, and he saw the messages and stuff. He was on his way out.
Yeah.
He was on his way out, and she's just like latched on, totally in the fucking wrong. And she's like, and just holding on for bloody murder. You know, I'm like, you've been caught. That's it. You know what I'm saying? There's no end of the road. There's no second prize. There's no nothing. It's over. It's a wrap. Yeah. Why are you holding on to me trying to rob me of my freedom? Because you already know what's going to end up happening. Somehow, some way, the cops are going to get called. He's going to go to jail.
Yeah, you can get the hell up out of there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing about that is that they not missing you. They missing the resources you're taking with you.
Exactly.
As we say.
That's all it's about. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. They're not looking for love. They're looking for help. Mm-hmm. They're not looking for love. They're looking for help.
Now, a lot of guys that I know that stepped out, they stepped out because they were in sexless marriages or relationships.
Balance.
Or their significant other got overweight.
Balance.
It became unattractive.
Balance. Just like what I was saying, it's all about balance.
Yeah.
So, for example, the certain need that I need, men are very visual beings. Okay? You know, men are very visual. So it's like, ladies, if you're 5'6" and you're 200 pounds, you're heavier than a running back. You know, a woman is not supposed to be heavier than her husband. Period. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to be bigger than your husband. You know, so I don't. Only in this country there is that misconception, and they're talking about, well, the look at my waist size. Nobody gives a fuck about how skinny your waist is. If your BMI is over 35%, you are obese. Period. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you have these only in this country. Only in this country. And I'm not trying to sound mean or this, that, and the other, but the numbers are the numbers.
Now, the truth is the truth, man. We've been around the world. And this is the biggest country in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is the only country, in the world where you have women that outweigh men like almost 2 to 1. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So it's like, so what happens is, so then on top of that, this enables this simp mentality where you have 5s that are acting as if like they're 9s and 10s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Only here.
Yeah.
Only here. Makes no sense.
Only in America.
But getting back on topics, like, the question is, I guess my question is, have you ever been in a committed relationship or just in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, as a teenager, this, that, and the other, where you lusted for somebody else, or you had feelings for somebody else while you were with somebody else? For answer for me, the answer is yes. For me, it was kind of more about sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would just kind of say, like, for me, I was single during the time. Wasn't really, when I was in a committed relationship, like my first serious one, I just kind of felt, I kind of had the woman that I wanted, so I kind of felt like I had that trophy chick.
Yeah.
So it was kind of more along the lines of, like, look what I got. And what the thing was, because I had the trophy chick, it kind of drew along the chicks that never paid attention to me. Mm. It's kind of like when you like win the lottery, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to be your friend. So it was kind of, and then it's weird. And here's the sad part. Or I'm not gonna say the sad part. The fucked up part. The fucked up part was, it wasn't like praise from women. It was praise from men. Hey man, you was always cool and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, you ain't never spoke to me until you saw me with my bitch. You know how lame that is? Yeah. And they would be coming up talking to us like in public, and I'm just thinking to myself, because she would ask me, like, do you know this guy? I'm like, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I could probably count on one hand in my life how many times I've ever spoken to this dude, and he's over here talking to me like I'm his cousin. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's like the lamest excuse for them to kind of come around her.
Yeah. Some people would just come and try to see, like, try to pick it apart, like, why she with him?
Yeah. They want to see what you got. They want to see the dynamic of the relationship, on who wears the pants. I've had that happen to me when I was.
People want to see how tight the reins are.
Mm-hmm. When I was married, were we married? Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were married. When I was married, I remember one time we went to a casino out there in Baton Rouge. I remember this really obnoxious dude. I met this dude a long time ago, like at some nightclub or some shit. And somehow he remembered me. But I remember, I don't know what the topic came up with my girl, like when we were dating, but that was the common denominator. Next thing you know, we're together in the casino out there in Baton Rouge, on that riverboat. Yeah. Dude just comes, runs up on me and this, that, and the other, like, hey, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dude, I don't know you. And I'm like, and more importantly, being rude, I'm trying to enjoy my time with my wife, and I don't know who the fuck you are. Yeah. You're over here talking to us like we know you. We don't know you. Yeah. I look at her like, you know him? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of dawned on me. It's like, yeah, I remember this dude like from eons ago from the fucking club, but clearly he remembers my bitch. You know what I'm saying? So hindsight is like, I'm kind of thinking like, what the fuck you two got going on?
Yeah, that's what's popping in my head.
Hindsight, I'm like, I'm kind of like, fuck you two got going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know. But, so, it kind of draws out the bitch in people. You know what I'm saying? When you have something because this may not even be relationships. It could just be things, physical things. Like you got a car, you got money, you got a house, you got a job, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because relationships, it's not necessarily boyfriends and girlfriends. It could be just relationships with what you do in life. Yeah. We're going to generalize this. We're going to generalize this. It could be things that you do in life that draw the wrong attention. You know what I'm saying? Oh, best example. Great example. When I first took over the company, the company that I run now. Yeah. Made my first 6 figures. It was the first time in my life I ever cleared 6 figures. And then the following year I doubled it. So the first year I cleared 6, and then the following year I doubled it. And then so you already know the first thing you do when you come across money and ain't got shit. You know how rappers, when they get the deal, the first thing they do, they buy the chains, they buy the cars, they buy that. I didn't buy one, I bought two. You know what I'm saying? I bought two Benzes, one for the hoes and one for the friends. And they're the same color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the crazy thing was, I would say, like, looking back at it now, you know, everybody kind of goes through that dumb shit that they do in life, and that was one of the dumbest things that I've done. That I got it out of my system. I bought one supercar, I bought two, and I would say that at the time I was seeking validation through my surroundings, through the things that I possessed, because at the time I was like way overweight, my hair was falling out. I wasn't really happy with myself, so I kind of felt like money would kind of blind things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And of course, it drew all the wrong attention. You know what I'm saying? When you buy cars to draw attention, you're drawing the wrong attention. Yeah. The attention that car is going to bring is what's the word? What were we just talking about? Like I want to say unvalidated. That's not the right word. Fake. I'll just say that. So the energy that's coming back to you is fake energy. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that are coming around are fake.
And gold diggers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it ain't from bitches, though. It's from dudes. It ain't from fucking bitches.
It's opportunists, man.
The bitches came.
They see it win.
The bitches came along, but the bitches I expected. You know what I'm saying? Because I bought the car for the bitches. You know what I'm saying? But it was the opportunistic other motherfuckers that be coming around, like dudes that I don't even fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden you guys are coming around. All of a sudden you guys are like, you know, liking my posts. You know, hey, let's just fake shit. Hey, let's go hang out. Blah blah blah. They don't call. You know what I'm saying? They'll send you a message. They'll like blow you up all over social media, but when you pick up the phone and call, can't get an answer.
Voicemail.
No, I hate that shit. I'm a very, very personal. I'm very impersonal on the phone. I hate that shit. Don't text me. You want to talk to me about something? Either show up, pull up, or fucking call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very like, look, I like text. I send you a text. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Give me an example. This I don't even know what you want to call this. This person from my past. I'll just say that. Person from my past sent me a message recently saying they didn't even send me a message. They sent me a TikTok. They sent me a fucking TikTok about their what's going on in their life. And I'm like, okay. So I just like, hey, are you doing all right? This, that, and the other. And she's like, well, I sent you a message. I'm like, you didn't send me anything. You sent me a fucking TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't tell me a goddamn thing. Yeah. You know, now if you pick me up the phone and say, hey, I broke my leg. I'm in the hospital. Can you come see me? That's a little different. But don't send me a global fucking sympathy. My leg's in a cast for 9,000 people that follow you to look at. That doesn't resonate with me. That you sent that to 9,000 people. You didn't send that to David. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't get mad. So here's the funny thing. So they're all in their fucking feelings when I don't respond to them. I'm like, I don't get this. What the fuck did you send me this for?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? If you want to talk to me, pick up the fucking phone.
Now, the one thing similar to that irritates me is when you're dealing with a female and she want to send you a picture, but she posted the picture online first before she sent it to you.
Thank you.
It's like, you supposed to be my chick. I'm supposed to see you before the rest of the world see you.
Right. Yeah. I don't share. I'm sorry. That's non-negotiable. I don't share. That's if I even detect that kind of shit that's going on, I'm like, first I'm going to check you, and the second time I'm going to check out the door. That's it. It's like, what's the point? So whenever you kind of are going through experiences like what we're describing, that's why. These are the checks in the boxes on why I would start. Okay, I'm gonna start paying attention to this one and that one.
Start
and this
looking
one
elsewhere.
Yeah. So ladies, this is why, or this is the nucleus on how and why it happens. So at the end of the day, there's always an orbit around me. There's always an orbit of options. Okay, I'm a high value man. Okay, So I'm always going to have an orbit of options. Okay. Men are as faithful as their options. Okay. But I have enough respect and I love the person that I'm with to not exercise those options. Okay. Okay. So, but if hypothetically speaking, if I was in a bad scenario, like what I was describing, then I would exercise my options. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, okay, we're on a downward spiral. I'm on my way out. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know, so in the meantime, you know, my life doesn't stop. My happiness doesn't stop. Okay, you. Let's get started. You, okay, you're round 2. You're round 3. You're round 4. And I'll see you on the plane. You know, so, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is actually something I told my mother. When my mom started getting back into the dating game, you know, I told her, I'm like, Mom, you know, because she, you know, when my dad died, she, you know, she really didn't know how to kind of jump back into the dating world, and she just was kind of living in a bubble for about 25 years. She's like, maybe these guys aren't the same. I'm like, nope, been trying to tell you that. Not everybody's like Dad, you know. You know, not everybody's cut from the same cloth. So I was kind of telling her, I'm like, Mom, I want you to date 5 different guys. She's like, I don't want to look like a hoe. I'm like, no, Mom, you're not a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nobody says you had to do anything intimate with them. The reason why I want you to go out and date, the key word is date. Date 5 different people is because you're going to get 5 different perspectives. You're going to like this one. You're not going to like this one. You're going to see certain traits about this one. You're going to see that this one's a liar. You're going to see this one's inarticulate. You're going to learn all these things you're going to like about people and all these things you're not going to like about people. So then you're going to understand, you know what you're going to learn when you go through this? Your worth. You're going to learn what you're going to tolerate. You're going to learn what you're not going to tolerate. You know? And I always tell this to my lady friends, like ladies that I life coach. I always tell them this. And I'm like, look, nobody's telling you to go out and be a hoe. But I want you to go out and date 5 different men at the same time. Like during your phase. You know what I'm saying? Not while you're with somebody else, but during your phase when you're single. Do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it allows you to understand who you are, what you want, your worth, you know, where you stand in life, why people treat you some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You really learn your value.
Your sexual market value.
Yeah, you learn your value. You know what I'm saying? So for example, if you're a woman that's 35 years old with 2 children, okay, your sexual market value is not really where you think it might be. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, a man, what does Kevin say? Your womb, your femininity, your what does he say? Your womb, your femininity, your fertility, and your loyalty, and your youth. Right? These are the key factors that define a woman that is what's the word? Eligible for a high value man. Okay, so if you are a woman that falls in this category, don't get angry when you want a level playing field or up. Okay, so if you had children with a man that was, you know, average American, making average money, then that's most likely, that is the common denominator of what you're going to attract. That's it. Whoever the person that you have children with is probably most likely the ideal man you're going to end up with for the rest of your life. You know, that is the way it works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's rare that it's somebody like that can find somebody up or higher level. They have to be extremely beautiful.
Yep.
For somebody to even look that way.
Or have one hell of a personality. A really fantastic, you know, personality, or they level the playing field. The main thing is like, for example, leveling the playing field or having more than you. So I would say, like, for me, like, what I found was kind of an exception to the rule. You know, she checked all the boxes. All the boxes. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, you know what? Because in the beginning, I didn't really know what I thought about it. You know, because it wasn't like I was just happy in my position, but things kind of just gradually started improving, and I'm like, and I kind of fought it in the beginning, but I'm like, you know, the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what, it's not that bad, you know. And then I'm learning things, and I'm happy, and I'm just like, well, if this is what happiness is, if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. So people always ask, so where are you? I'm like, I'm not anything. I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, so like right now, I'm just happy. You know, if things change, then You make adjustments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's basically, that is my definition, of how you're supposed to kind of run something, run a successful relationship, But if you kind of feel like things are, kind of going south, I would just say the first thing to do is to kind of communicate. Try to communicate.
Yeah, you got to communicate. Try to see if you can fix it.
Yeah,
or address it.
Right. Don't sit there and just make actions. Okay, don't do actions. Okay, without having the theory. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can't just sit here and just do things with body language or just make people assume that I understand what's going on without explaining what's going on.
Yeah, people can't read your mind.
Exactly. I'm not a fucking mind reader. Okay, so the main thing is like actions. Theory and actions, they have to work in unison. Otherwise, you will have no success. Period. You know what I'm saying? You have, so me and my girlfriend were just having this conversation regarding, children. We're having this conversation about raising children in modern day. And my argument, what did I say? I said my argument, I wrote this shit down. I said, I work hard in life to set examples, not to enable you to be useless. So the argument, I guess, we went to the park on Sunday, and I was kind of voicing my concerns about just children today. I'm just like, I get angry. I'm like, they're fucking useless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, they don't add up to where we were when we were children. You know what I'm saying? Children, I would say what are we? Are we Generation Xers? Is that what we are?
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I don't know. So I would say we were,
our parents would say the same thing about us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would just say this: we were born in '79. Okay, so we wore dolphin shorts and we was broke. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up before technology took over. So I'd say, caught the last breath of when the world was good. You know what I'm saying? When things were simple and things just kind of started. Technology, came about and things evolved, and we evolved with it. You know what I'm saying? So it was really an amazing process, like just kind of evolving over the last 30 years. Would you agree?
Yeah, that has happened.
But the thing is because we evolved over the last 30 years, we understand our roots, our core values. So my argument is the children today have no core values because they have it too fucking good. We grew up when times were hard. So when you grow up in hard times, it makes you stronger. But when you grow up when times are good, it makes you weaker because you have no core values. You have no core of what things were like, what they used to be. So if you had to fall back a couple steps, it's not a big deal because I grew up in this. I come from nothing. So if I fell back to nothing, it's not a big deal. I know how to bounce back. I'm smart. But people today that have no core values, that came from everything and they fall back to nothing, they're the ones that put the gun in their mouth. They're the ones that are quick to get the self-medicate. They're the ones that need a trophy, that need a prize. They need some kind of validation. They're the ones that are broken. You feel me?
Yeah, the kids, the generations of today are more fragile than what we were.
The word is pussified. The word is, they're fucking pussies, bro.
They're more fragile.
Fragile, pussies, whatever. Same shit, But
like I say, man, like, each generation is different. Like our parents, man, there were things that were normal in their time. And then as we came about, they look at us like, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that. And then now, we got the kids up under us. Yeah. And we looking at them, man, you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do
so, the sad part is like, I feel that my core values are not even up to par on what they were supposed to be. I can't pull an engine apart. Like your buddy Felix, that dude could just literally pull a car apart and rebuild it.
Yeah.
That's, to me, Felix is honestly, in my opinion, he's a fucking manly fucking man.
Shout out to Felix.
Felix,
man. What's up,
Felix Ocio, Milby High School in the house. Woo! Oh, Milby. Shout out to the Milby Buffaloes.
Put some respect on my name. Y'all feel me?
Sorry. I had the button over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Milby. So the thing is like, people like in our era, we went to wood shop. We learned how to frame houses. We learned how to build cars, take apart cars, like how to be a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that shit. You know, so it's like people today can't fix cars, they can't cook, and they can't build. So where are your core values? You know, so you can't fix cars, you can't cook, you can't build. More importantly, you don't even understand relationship. You don't know how to communicate with each other. You can't talk. You know what I'm saying? You can't even validate your feelings.
Yeah.
You can't even validate your feelings. So it's like, God damn, dude, what the fuck? You're broken.
Yeah, they mostly communicate by phone. They don't even know how to interact with people.
No. So my argument is this is why I'm saying, I'm like, bro, they have no core values. They have no core nothing. So, okay, so you know how to use an iPad? You know how to code? You have no common sense. You don't even know how to ask a girl out on a date. And then, or more importantly, you have people like this can't even accept rejection. They can't even accept the word no.
Yeah.
These are the ones that are going into the schools, you know, transgender or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, they don't even have it. They don't even have it right in their brain. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against the LGBT or whatever. I have nothing against them. I have many friends that are gay, and I have many friends that are, you know, of that other persuasion. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand the mental psyche of somebody that decides, you know, that if you were born a man, you want to be a woman. Okay? My question is, where were your parents? Where were your core values? Where are the core values in somebody that was going through that? In my honest opinion, there was lack of values there. There was lack of somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was there for support or there. I think that somebody who was kind of going through this kind of went through this on their own. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, you know, I'm lost. You know, and they allowed something else to persuade them, versus, you know, a good mother, a good father. You know what I'm saying? To kind of sit there and talk you through it. You know what I'm saying? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you this? Are you that? You know? They don't know which way is up. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. You know? And I'll just leave it alone at that.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, but this is the reason why we're in so much trouble that I'm not saying this to kind of beat up on people. I'm using this as an example of why we're in so much trouble, because it's like, look, I'm describing how, you know, we have missing fundamental foundation in this country. Basic fundamental foundation is missing. Okay? And what happens when you have a weak foundation? It implodes. Falls apart.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Falls apart. You got a poor foundation, structure falls apart.
Yep.
So, or the structure doesn't even know which way is up. Make sense? Make sense? Poor foundation, poor structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you get the rest. So, so anyway, so me and my girl, we're in the car, we're driving around. And I'm basically saying, you know, I worked hard in life to kind of set examples, not to enable, I work hard. I wrote this down. I work hard in life to set examples, not to enable you to be useless.
Yeah.
You know, so again, I'm trying to set core values. I'm trying to create, you know, fundamental values in whoever it is that I'm raising, so they can live by my example. Okay, I'm trying to set a positive example, positive male role model. Mm-hmm. Okay, that, you know, if you do good things, then good things come to you. Mm-hmm. The world isn't fair. So sometimes you got to think outside the box. And if the rules don't work for you, flip the fucking table over. That is my philosophy. Okay. But one thing I am teaching the boys, the world ain't fair. And sometimes you got to think outside the box. And sometimes when the rules don't work in your favor, create your own.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That is the reality of things. Anybody who's successful understands that. And anybody who's successful understands that sometimes you got to put your dick on the line. You got to gamble everything. You got to risk it all for what you believe in. Because if you risk it all for what you believe in and you fail, that's fine. I respect you. Mm-hmm. Because at least you risked it all because you believed in it.
At least you made an attempt. You
made the attempt. You didn't sit there over there on the side over there talking about, oh, I live my life by default, and I'm over here telling you what you did and what you couldn't do. And I'm like, no, bitch, you're over there living in fear, telling me what I can and cannot do. At least I fucking tried. I had the balls to get out there and try. And more importantly, I had the balls to get back and try again after I failed. You know what I'm saying? It's all trial by fire. You know what I'm saying? So these are the examples that you try to set. You try to set positive examples, you know, that if you fail, it's not the end of the world. Okay? If you get rejected, it's not the end of the world. Mm-hmm. Okay? Some of the most successful people in the world had about 1 billion rejections before they got that one yes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I had many people when I first started my line of my construction business. You know how many people told me no? They, you know, because of my lack of experience, or they just didn't want to work with me. I had people that literally just did not want to work with me out of spite. They would rather just not pay me because they didn't want to see me get paid. And these are people close to me. You ever been around motherfuckers that would rather go to somebody else, or they would take somebody else's advice that has less credibility than you, but because it's you, I don't want to give you the job because it's you. You know what I'm saying? Story of my fucking life. So I literally kind of I spun that whole philosophy into a business. I refuse to work for anybody now. I only work for myself. I only build my own houses. And I only pay myself. So it all worked out in my favor, but I'm literally like racking my brains. I'm like, why nobody wants to hire me? You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm honest, because I'm opinionated, because I don't, you know, I'm honest and I tell the truth. I'm honest and I tell the truth, and people just don't want to deal with the truth because I refuse to do a half-assed job on their house. Because at the end of the day, after it falls apart, who's going to get yelled at? Who's going to get blamed? Me. Whose credibility? Because I told you it's wrong. You know, I told you the motherfucker's wrong, but you want to sit there and be cheap about it. Mm-hmm. Well, I'd rather just not take your money. Like, if you want to be cheap, go to Walmart. You know, if you want to be cheap, go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But don't come back when they fuck you. You know what I'm saying? When you do something half-assed, you always pay twice. You're always going to pay for it in the front. You're going to pay for it again in the end. Don't come to me.
Now, I've had people be upset or get mad because they had no talent or no imagination. And they envy thinking outside the box, or you progressing, or you being able to make money. And they have no way of thinking how to make money for themselves. I've had people get angry at that.
I get a lot of I feel there's a lot of envy in the background, you know, around me, just kind of involving, you know, the casinos and this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. But they glorify the win, but they never want to glorify the loss. You know what I'm saying? I've won big, but I've lost big. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, whenever I lose big, I can handle it because it's part of life. You win and you lose.
Win some, you lose some.
You win and you lose.
But you gotta play.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So as long as at the end of the month your numbers kind of show up in the black and your bills are paid, who fucking cares? Focus on next month. Don't focus on your losses. Don't try to recover your losses. Just move forward. And that's kind of people's that is people's demise. You could apply that towards many aspects of your life. Is when people kind of chase their losses. They're chasing a prior relationship. You know, they could be in a relationship with you, but they're over here chasing a ghost, or they're punishing you, They're punishing a ghost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're not past it. They never got past it because so and so did something to them, but I'm gonna punish you for what this person did to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, for me, yeah, I've experienced that.
I've experienced it.
I've experienced people trying to come at me a certain way for somebody else prior to me doing things to them. And like I expressed in the past, it's like, why are you coming at me for something I ain't never did to you? You know what I'm
why are you punishing me or trying? Or why is it I'm being punished for something that somebody else did to you? These are his scars, not mine. Mm-hmm. He put them scars on you. I didn't put them scars on you.
Get that energy to that other person.
Thank you. Yeah, so you have to kind of be able to kind of like gauge the landscape whenever you're involved with somebody to kind of look for those landmines.
Man, if you with somebody like that, you just need to exit. Mm-hmm. You just need to exit.
Oh,
they obviously not past that person.
You know, I would just say this, man. You know, you have to learn how to ask the loaded questions when you get involved with somebody. You put everybody on a 90-day probationary period. For me, it's 30. because I just have enough experience to ask the right questions at the right time, like day one, you know? You know, so you ever been arrested? You know, them type of questions, you know? But you have to kind of know how to ask the loaded questions and learn how to read the loaded answer, the loaded silence. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Silence is golden, but silence is very telling.
Yeah.
Body language is very telling.
Sometimes no answer is the answer.
That is the answer. You know, because if I'm asking you the question, I already know the answer. Sometimes I'm just validating the answer because I've already done my homework on you. Don't think I'm not going to do my homework on you. I'm validating everything, and I'm just trying to just verify, you know, are you going to be honest about it? So can I deal with somebody who's telling the truth, or I'm dealing with a spade? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, anyway, so kind of getting back to the topic. Sorry, went off topic a little bit. So we're talking about, you know, raising children, and I'm talking about, you know, children today lack core values. They lack core values. So my girlfriend was basically talking about, well, you know, I just kind of lead by example, and I don't like to talk about it. And I'm like, I disagree with you. It's like, and we weren't really arguing about it. And I'm like, I just disagree with you. I just kind of feel like collectively, if you don't talk about it, you could be preaching to deaf ears. If you or most children today are selfish and they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you could be doing all the right things, but they don't give a fuck because they're selfish. So. Yeah. If you're over here trying to lead by example, but you never test them with any kind of theory or ask them, hey, what did I just do? Were you paying attention? They're set up for failure. You set them up for failure because you didn't validate what they have learned. You know, and that was my argument with her. It's like, look, if you're going to sit there and lead by example, you have to validate what you're showing them with theory. You need to ask them, what did you learn? What did I do? Why did I do this? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if they didn't understand what is being taught in the classroom, or what's being taught in the lab, mm-hmm. You can go back to the classroom. You know what I'm saying? And explain why I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? So like, especially with young men, you have the main thing is with young men is you have to teach them that the world isn't fair.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to do that in theory first. I'm not going to sit there and just show you that the world ain't fair. No. I'm like, look, son, the world ain't fair. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. World ain't fair. Let me show you. You know what I'm saying? And then we show them examples of how these young ladies ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you see that? You see that? You see that? You see that? Makes sense? You understand? What did I teach you? Exactly.
Show them what to look for and what to avoid.
Exactly. So the main thing is you show them what to avoid, but more importantly, you show them the triggers. You show them the triggers. You help them identify what triggers to push to authenticate what you're looking for. So when I ask the loaded questions and I get the loaded answer or the loaded silence, X marks the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get my nephew's game all the time.
X marks the spot.
And then they just seen enough stuff from me, their father, their other uncles, to know what they don't want in a future relationship if they decide to get into one.
Exactly. And it's just, I'm not saying everybody's bad. I would just say the problem is there's a common problem, which I'm describing. Young ladies, young men, no core values, no fundamentals. They're all broken. All, every one of them.
No respect, no manners.
Yeah, well, that has everything to do with fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Lack of parents in the household that are involved.
Lack of discipline.
There you go. So for example, it's like I'm kind of having borderline problems, I guess, with the boy, and it's kind of like I kind of feel like he's challenging me. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, and I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of giving her that look like, you really want to go there with me?
Well, that's going to happen a lot of times too when the child is not yours.
Yeah. But the
problem is you
can't discipline him.
You're going to be challenged.
Can't discipline him. So granted, I mean, he listens, but it's like under protest. But it's like little simple things. It's like, look, if you're going to come by here or whatever, have respect for where you're staying. Don't assume that it's yours because it's not.
Yeah.
Or for example, if you're gonna come here and eat something, if you're done with it, throw it away.
Yeah.
Don't leave empty boxes here for me to sit there and like, really, everything's empty.
Now I had some in-laws, nephews living with me, and and one of them was doing something one time, man, and I had to check him, and so I and I was like, hey boy, you gonna listen to me? I said, you in my house. I put them clothes on your back. I put that food in your belly. You gonna listen? I had to jack them up. I say, when I speak, you listen. No parents, their parents weren't in their life at that time. So I say, shit, I'm taking care of you. You gonna listen to me? I had to jack him up, man.
What exactly did he do?
Now he was getting in an argument with another little boy, and he started cussing. I said, hey, watch your mouth, and he continued to cuss. So I grabbed him. I said, boy, when I tell you to shut up, you shut up.
Yeah.
When I tell you to do something, you listen to me. You're under my roof. I'm the one taking care of you. So when I tell you something, you better pay attention. Now with my brother's kids that live, they live with me from time to time. Shit, I look just like their daddy. They pay attention to me off rip. I ain't got to jack them up.
Well, you have the same DNA. Carbon copy.
For those that don't know, I'm a twin, so I'm like Uncle Dad.
How does that work? In all seriousness, your DNA is identical, is it not?
Nah, it's not identical.
Really?
Nah, it's not identical.
But really? I thought y'all were.
Yeah, we identical, but the DNA ain't gonna be exactly the same.
I don't know. I heard differently.
Yeah. But shit, when they look at me, they pretty much looking at
Look
their
at
dad.
Dad.
So they listen. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah, I would just kind of say, like, if my relationship was ever challenged, that would be it. It's just the fact that there's things that I see that I've been trying to bring to her attention that I don't like, that I feel that need to change. But she kind of gave me the green light. It's like, well, she's like, we look at you like family already. Mm-hmm. So if you're not happy with it, then you need to address it. So, okay. But there's just some things that I see that I don't feel that's appropriate for the air. But there's things that I see that I kind of feel that need to be addressed, like now. You know what I'm saying? Before things kind of get out of control.
Yeah.
With young children that are impressionable, there's certain things that I'm trying to avoid them being impressioned by. And I see it like very early, and I'm just trying to prevent it. So I'm like, okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change the landscape with him. So instead of like the things that he was normally doing, I'm putting him in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting him in boxing. Shout out to Dominic Gwynn. Shout out to the Charlo family, Charlo Boxing. We will see you guys soon. So decided to go ahead and get him into boxing. I got him involved in Guitar Center. So he's learning. I bought him a Stratocaster. Bought him a Fender. And I bought him the a actual amplifier, the whole 9 yards. Squawk box, everything. I bought him the real shit. Mm-hmm. So he has 2 lessons. His last lesson got canceled because his instructor was having a baby. So he has one lesson on. He literally just burned out right when we got there. He has a lesson Wednesday, and he has another lesson on Friday. So I'm real anxious to kind of see how well he adjusts. But the thing is like anytime, my concern is like with the boy is the fact that he has like his focus is like mush. It's like mush. It's like, okay, it's like I'm interested in skateboarding. So I'm like, all right. So I built him a Powell Peralta skateboard. Mm-hmm. Like the real fucking thing. Cost me like $350. That ain't a cheap skateboard. Custom made. I think he got on it one time until he fell off and then he quit. He fell off one time and then he quit. So it's like the thing that kind of irritates me about that is just like you said, if you fail, you get back on and you try again. I don't see that with this one. So I'm like, okay.
But it also does his mother baby.
Oh God, yeah.
So if he hurts himself and she's always running to his aid, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then he's not gonna try.
Yeah. So hence boxing. So you're gonna get your ass kicked, and he's gonna want to quit. That ain't happening. You're gonna get your ass back in that fucking ring, and you're gonna go fight back. You're gonna learn how to fight back. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get your ass kicked. That's the whole idea. The reason why.
Punched in the face.
Yeah. What did Mike Tyson say? Yeah, you always had a. What did he say?
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched.
Get punched in the mouth. Exactly. Everybody's got plans, you get punched in the mouth. You know? So that's the plan. The reason why I'm putting him in that is because he's going to get his ass kicked. And he's going to get his ass kicked until he decides to defend himself.
Yeah.
You know, so, but more importantly, what he's going to learn is he's going to learn his worth. He's going to learn accountability. He's going to learn the world ain't fair. And sometimes you have to outsmart something that's bigger than you or something that may appear to be on the surface, you know, unbeatable. You have to learn how to work with your mind. It's like, okay, he's fat, he's overweight, he's slow. Okay, I may not be able to, you know, knock him out, but I can beat him in points. Or I could break down his body. You know what I'm saying? I can break him down over time. So anything can be broken. You know, anything can be beaten. It just requires strategy. You know, cut off the ring IQ, left, right. You know, the whole 9 yards. You know, so this is why I want him, you know, involved in this, because the boy plays chess. So he thinks like a chess player. So I want him to fight like one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He beat me. You know, I think I played him about maybe 10 rounds of chess. Yeah. He beat me. Fair and square. So, and I would say I'm probably like maybe a mediocre chess player. So, but for a 10-year-old to kind of grasp the game and beat me, yeah. So he's very calculated. So I see like really great things in him. I'm just trying to, you know, build that foundation with him where I can kind of utilize his strong points and make them stronger, and kind of get rid of those jagged edges. And all these little weak areas that are on the surface, we'll fine tune those. That'll be fine tuned. And he's of the right age. He's of the right age. Yeah. So he's impressionable. And more importantly, the things that I don't like that I see in his future, I'm ironing them out right now. That shit's gonna get ironed out right now. So that's why I'm kind of just doing what I'm doing. And you know, and if it doesn't work out, at least I tried. You know what I'm saying? And he'll appreciate it later on in life. Later on in life, it's like, yeah, dude, that's the only guy I actually gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He actually gave a fuck. You know, he may be the next fucking Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. He's being trained by the Charlos. So you never know. So, but the thing is, I just want him to make sure that nobody tries to punk him when he's in middle school, and you know, more importantly, he knows his worth. So that'll make him feel comfortable around girls. You know, he'll have no problem asking out girls if he likes her. Go get her. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest problem, like with guys, you know, and girls, like going to the dance and this, that, and the other, is they're too pussy to even ask him out. Or even if you can't dance, try. Even if you got no rhythm, you got 2 left legs. You're the fucking star of the show because you're the only one on the dance floor.
2 left legs.
You got 2 left legs, they don't give a fuck as long as you're out there fucking trying. They don't care if you're looking like, you know, Ricky the Rooster. They don't care. As long as you're out there trying. Women love a man who fucking tries. Even if you suck. Even if you suck. They don't care. As long as you're out there just trying. They love it.
As long as you got the balls.
Oh, yeah. As long as you got the balls to try. Especially like when you're in Colombia, you can have 2 left feet and you can't bachata for shit. They will teach you. They will teach you how to fucking bachata. You're in the Dominican Republic, them women will fucking teach you how to fucking, they will teach you how to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? So, So, but yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was easy to learn, bro, because I got rhythm. So it was easy. It was easy to learn.
Yeah.
When I was in South America.
Yeah. So, you know, so what it all kind of boiled down to is we were talking about, you know, just the collective, you know, in order to be successful as a teacher. Yeah. If you're gonna teach by example, that's fine, but you have to have supportive theory that goes along with it. But I told her, I'm like, look, if I ever have children, or if it's with her son or this, that, and the other, when he's 18, you're either gonna go to the military, or you're gonna have a scholarship, or you're gonna have to be able to handle your own. I am not gonna coddle you when you're grown. My job is done. You know, that's it. You know, it doesn't make me evil or mean. It makes me fair. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to teach you now, the world ain't fair. And you have to learn how to think outside the box. You have to learn how to think outside the box. You know? So, yeah. Let's see. What else did I write?
The world has no sympathy for a man.
No. They're like, oh, you're able-bodied. Oh, let me tell you a story. Speaking of world and having no sympathy for a man. I actually had sympathy for a man today. I'm over there on West Park. I'm buying this 4K camera today. And there's this guy, he had a gas can. He was begging for money. And my whole thing is I'm an energy person. I always like to try to be good with the universe because I understand if I'm good with the universe is good back to me. So this dude's like screaming, like shrieking at my window, and he's cussing at me. And I'm like, this dude's lost his fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm texting somebody on the phone, and he's like, fuck you. I'm like, he's over here, like, he's like, I need money for gas. I'm out of gas. Yeah, it's like, but the thing is, it's like a lawnmower gas can, like a pint. Yeah. So I'm just like, we got a motorcycle or something? So I lower my window, I'm like, dude, I don't know who the fuck you're fucking yelling at. You're over here asking for help, and you're over here cussing at people. He didn't say shit. I'm like, so I get out my car, and I park across the street. I get out my car, I walk across the street to him. Because, I was so fucking mad, I wanted to shoot him. I'm like, I don't even joke. I pulled my gun out and everything. I was going to shoot the motherfucker. So I'm like, I had 3 guns in the car at the time because this is like casino. I'm in my casino car, so I got 3 guns in that car. I'm like, wrong day to fuck with me, dude. You know? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let this dude make it. But more importantly, I'm going to bless this guy. So whatever his ailment is, I don't give a fuck. So I park my car across the street. I walk across the street to the corner. I'm like, where's your car? He's like, I got a motorcycle. I'm over there. My motorcycle's stalled over like on the other side of the highway. And I'm like, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. So then he's like, can we go over to Chick-fil-A? And I need to go, just all I want is if you just put me, I'm like, look, where's your car? I'll fill it up. I'm like, I'm going to bless you. Where's your car? I'm going to top you off. Oh, my. So his story wasn't adding up. Wasn't adding up. I'm like, so then he's asking me to get in my passenger seat of my car to go to the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A for a meal. I'm like, why don't you just go inside and go order it? I can't go in there. So I'm like, all right. And I start laughing. I'm like, dude, I need a good laugh. Did you get kicked out of there? He's like, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. What do you want? So he's like, let me get a spicy sandwich and iced coffee. I'm like, I'll be right back. So I go across the street. And I asked the manager, like, hey, is there some guy you guys threw out of here? He's like, yeah. He's like, that guy's over there. He's a fucking, what do you call those guys? Carpetbagger. What's that word? Not a carpetbagger. What's that word for people to be begging? Panhandler. Yeah, he's a panhandler. Mm-hmm. So, because the story didn't add up at all. I'm like, look, I don't give a fuck. You're lying or not. I know that I'm good with God, and I help the crazy. I help the crazy guy. When they say God takes care of children and crazies, that was me. Children and fools. Well, I took care of the fool, and I didn't even care because anybody else would have walked away from him. Like, you know what? I kind of feel like he just needs whatever it is he needs. He needs it. So I had like $300. I had $300 in cash in my pocket. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, what do you want? He told me what he wanted. I walked across the street. I talked to the manager. He's like, he described this guy. He's like, yeah, he was in our bathroom, living in our bathroom for over an hour, and he destroyed everything, and we had to throw him out. I'm like, I gotcha. So the dude is homeless, and he's crazy. And I'm like, look, I'm buying this food for him. I know I probably shouldn't be doing it, but I'm like, look, it's good energy. The God understands, and whatever. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just buying him a meal. If I lose money, I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, you're a really great guy. I'm like, look, whatever. I'm like, let me get some waffle fries while we're at it. So I take the waffle fries. I give him the meal. I shook his hand. I'm like, look, I'm like, look, because I already knew he was full of shit. It wasn't my place to tell him he's full of shit. That's between him and his God. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sir, whatever it is you got going on in your life, just get it together. All right? Mm-hmm. God bless you. Enjoy your meal, and you take care. I shook his hand. He's like, oh, because he was in shock that I saw through his bullshit, and I still took care of him. You know what I'm saying? He was literally in shock. He's like, I cannot believe this guy saw through my bullshit, disseminated all my bullshit, because I literally picked it all apart. I'm like, you know you're not making any sense, right? You know? So I'm like, look, I don't give a fuck. I just I'm like, look, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to bless you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that was just kind of like moral of the story. Like sometimes you just have to like look bigger than yourself and understand that somebody's kind of just doing much, much, much worse than I am. And I look past I look past all the bullshit, and I saw that broken person.
Now, me myself, man, I'll help somebody. If I see somebody really in need, I'll help somebody.
It wasn't even that, but that person really was in need, in all seriousness, because nobody was going to help him. And the man's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, look, I get it. I told my girlfriend about it. She's like, I would have ran away. I'm like, well, I don't know. I see the big picture. I know how to talk to somebody when they're screaming. I know how to calm them down. I see the big picture. I see the big picture. So I just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I put that, whatever that $8 or $12, whatever it was I put into the universe, I don't give a fuck. But I know that like in the grand scheme of things, it comes back tenfold, a millionfold, thousandfold.
Now, when I lived in Corpus Christi, there used to be there was a Walmart by the neighbor ass station. There's a Walmart, Target, something like that. There's a Walmart by the neighbor ass station. And there used to be this lady out there with her 2 kids. She used to stand out on the corner. She asked for money, right? The kids that be holding a sign. So one time, I gave the lady $20. And then one morning, one of them passing by. I see the lady. Now, there used to be a Popeyes. No, it used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the same parking lot as the Walmart. And there was an F-350 parked outside the KFC. And I thought it was the manager's truck of the KFC.
Yeah.
Really, really nice F-350.
Yeah.
Right? So, I see the lady, and I see somebody handle some money. And then I see they hand the money to a kid. A kid gave her the money. She had a little zipper pouch in her hoodie. She opened it up, and she pulled out a roll of money.
Oh, man.
About like this, bro.
Yeah.
Roll of money like that. Took the rubber band off. Got the money from her kid. Put the rubber band around it. Put it in her hoodie. Zipped it up. Grabbed the 2 kids by the hand. Ran across the street. And jumped in his F-350 and took off. Now, like I said, I thought that was the manager of KFC because it's always parked there.
Right.
This lady had a nicer truck than me and had a roll of money this damn big.
Well,
I ain't giving her
so here's the thing. Some people would want revenge.
Oh,
what time is it, fool? What time is it, fool?
Hit the like button, fool.
But
yeah, exactly. Make sure you hit the notification bell, man. Tune in, man. We're on all major streaming podcast platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And hit that like button, fool.
Hit the like button, fool. But some people would want to seek revenge. I've actually heard of people that rob people like that. There's a dude right on the corner, right over here. Mm-hmm. There's 2 guys. I see one literally every day begging for money, like this. Old man. Mm-hmm. Brand new socks every time I see him. That's how I judge him. I despise that dude. I'm like, that dude right there's a piece of shit. There's another dude over there. I think he's an immigrant. He has 1 arm. He's got 1 arm. And he sells soft drinks. Ice cold soft drinks, and he sells like candies and this, that, and the other. Yeah. But everybody in the neighborhood, everybody within our zip code respects that man because rain or shine, he's there every fucking day and he works. And then you have this other piece of shit over there on the other corner who just begs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like some people, like I know, kind of take it there, where they're like, "Man, I'm gonna rob that dude." You know what I'm saying? If they would have saw like what you were describing, they would have followed him home and they would have robbed him. And to kind of teach him a lesson. The question is like, when do you know? I guess some people kind of think of they're very vindictive. Revenge. I guess the question is when do you feel that it's right to exercise revenge, and when do you think it's time to just kind of hold your tongue? Because this could apply to anything. You know what I'm saying? If somebody shames you or does you wrong or cheats you or robs you, because basically the guy robbed you. You know what I'm saying? He robs you with guilt, or he robs you with pity. Because it wasn't guilt, it was pity. It was fake pity at that. So I guess the question is like, how do you feel when, regarding that topic? Are you a vindictive person? Do you feel that? Do you ever seek revenge? Have you ever seek revenge?
Nah, man. I've never really had a reason to seek revenge on somebody, because for me to want to have revenge on somebody, they would have to physically harm me or something like that.
Dark energy.
Other than that, man, if you ain't physically harm me, my way of getting back at people is just doing good and living better. having them watch me win, see me shine.
They say the best revenge is living well.
Exactly.
But, you know, some people, for example, like I know that I would cross the line if somebody did physical harm or financial harm to somebody that I care about. I could probably count on one hand how many people that I probably would truly, if I ever saw them, they would see me. You know what I'm saying? If I ever saw them, like, you'd have to just come. I'm like, hey man, they have me locked up here. I don't fucking care. Like, there's just certain people that I just can't be around. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the evil shit that they pulled and they got away with at, you know, my family's expense. So for me, there's just some people that they're on that list, and if I ever come across them, you're gonna have to come get me, because I just don't give a fuck, because you know, for what they did, I just can't forgive. Yeah, you know, I won't, you know. But the sad part is what I'm describing is what's called dark energy. It's dark energy. So you might get your revenge, or you might get your satisfaction on, you know, inflicting whatever pain that they inflicted on you, but now it's systematic. It comes right back. It's ongoing, you know. So some people get validation from that. They're like, all right, fuck it, whatever, you know, eye for an eye, you know, because otherwise what ends up happening is they continue to do the same shit again, and some people actually deserve it, you know. So for me, it's like, if you have people that go around robbing people and this, that, and the other, eventually, you know, the streets are going to get them. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, that shit's going to check up. The shit's going to follow them right back home. Yeah.
Now, for me, man, anytime I try to do something against the grain or do something bad stuff happened to me. I'm not one of the people that, like, I feel like God got a bigger purpose for me. Oh, yeah. I'm meant for something bigger.
I'm an unsuccessful criminal.
Yeah, I'm not allowed. I feel like I'm not allowed to do evil stuff because my purpose is something way bigger. Yeah. But those people that do wrong, they always get
career criminals. Oh, yeah.
Not career, there's anything. People that do wrong, they get it in the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Karma's a bitch. I'll say
Whether
that.
Whether it be finances, be romance or relationships, or it be health wise. Yeah. Something gets them.
I got a story I want to tell you about. And both of these guys were jewel thieves. Both of them. About maybe 10 years ago. Was it 10? 15 years ago. I think about 15 years ago. This guy got robbed by people that he knew. Jewel thief. Robbed him of everything that he had, a bunch of jewelry, this, that, and the other. And shortly afterwards, he was over here flashing the jewelry that he robbed this person for on social media. And so everybody's like, wow, dude, this dude is like just fucking blatant with the shit. Just like he's over there, you know, wearing this person's chain and wearing this person's jewelry, this, that, and the other. Well, the streets got back to him, and that dude got robbed, and they killed him. They fucking killed him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then another incident, it's crazy. First they knocked all his teeth out, and then they killed him. And then a second incident happened where it was something like another guy I knew, real flashy guy, super flashy guy, and same shit. Jewel thief got him. But it was kind of like a, hey, let me borrow this, and he just didn't give it back. That type of shit. So same shit. Borrowed his jewelry, didn't give it back, and the dude was just a career criminal. The guy that did the shit, he was a career criminal, and the streets got back to him. He ended up getting murdered. Same shit. So it's like you can only do so much bad shit before it catches back up to you. And it could be something as small as a pinky ring. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you do foul shit as a career, eventually, somehow, some way, it will find your doorstep. It always does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like that career criminal shit. No, that ain't for me. Yeah. So, but I know certain people that just like they got 9 lives. They're career criminals, but I'm like, but that's why I kind of stay away from them. I'm like, man, I love you, bro, but you're hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't hang around you.
My distance.
I can't hang around you. And if I do hang around you, I hang around you out of state where nobody knows you. You know what I'm saying? But like if you're out of state, I'll meet up with you. I'm definitely not going to meet you like over there, like where you reside, because you're hot. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I love you like a brother, man. But you're hot
From a distance.
Yeah, I love you from a distance, man, because everything you're involved in is always some street shit. There's always some street shit in the street, and eventually the streets is watching, and they will that shit will find you at your doorstep. And sometimes you might be, just a guest in somebody's house when that house gets shot up.
And it's a bystander.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are your surroundings, and at the end of the day, you are your surroundings. So you got to be careful who you kind of accompany yourself with.
Yeah.
You got to be careful who you accompany yourself with. But revenge is very, it's a very slippery slope. So you have to kind of just pick and choose your battles. Because it's my own question. Because I was the one who wrote it. It's like when do you feel it's time to exercise revenge? Well, as long as you're willing to accept the dark energy that comes along with it, because some people seek validation through revenge instead of getting that closure without validation. That requires you being the bigger person, where it's like, okay, I beat you in life.
Yeah,
some people, man, they never get past it. It's like they're competing against a ghost. They'll never get it.
But some people, man, their revenge is their closure. Mm-hmm. That's all they want. They don't care the consequences. I don't care if I'm be locked up for the rest of my life.
Some people, or it's a suicide mission. They don't care.
Yeah,
they want the objective done. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to certain people, like, hey, my hat's off to you for whatever it is that that you feel that it's necessary. Then so be it.
Yeah, I've seen people like that too, man. Where somebody took a loved one from them. Mm-hmm. They went and took somebody else's loved one, or they took their person out.
Exactly.
And then the cycle just kept going.
It's a vicious cycle that's ongoing.
And took one of them.
It's a dark energy that never stops. So once you kind of open up that can of worms, it don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Even if they were the initiator of it, it's so ignorant. It's the most ignorant shit. I heard about this. Okay, check this out. I heard about this. This is back in these street shit days. I knew indirectly. Indirectly, I knew somebody who, a career criminal. All they did was they would rob people. That's all they did. They would just rob people just to survive. Literally, that's all they did. They look for a lick, they'd rob them. Well, what ended up happening was the person that they tried to rob retaliated, and they killed him. They killed him. They shot him. Killed him. So, let's make sense of this. So you attempted to rob somebody, you failed, you lost your life, and then your family wants retribution? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Make me understand this shit. Are you out of your fucking mind?
They want to retaliate for your wrongdoing.
Exactly. Make sense of that for me. That's only some convoluted street shit.
Yeah.
That's some convoluted street shit. So I knew then and there, like that group of people, I couldn't fuck with them anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm talking about. So it's like, that group of people, I'm like, look, you guys are cool and everything, man, but like, I just gonna have to love you guys from afar. You know what I'm saying? Or if we're across state lines, I'll fuck with you across state lines, but I can't fuck with you here.
Yeah.
You guys are hot. So it just never just made any sense to me. But just some people, they just don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. The main thing is like losing your peace. Like when you're seeking revenge, you're losing your peace over trying to get even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And revenge can also be in relationships. Like you could be in a bad relationship, or you could be in a relationship where somebody walked away from you because they just were tired of your dark energy. It's like, look, I can't be around this bitch no more. I gotta quit. You know what I'm saying? So then this person is literally going out of their way trying to show out to try to get your attention. It's like, are you making sense of what the fuck you're doing? So they're over here trying to find out who you're dating now, and they try to sit there and they try to interfere in your new relationship. Try to like, well, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Trying to sabotage your new
Thank you. Make sense of that shit. Mm-hmm. No. Did you tell me that like you were involved, that you had a coworker or some shit that was working with somebody? You had a coworker, I think that was involved with somebody, and then she had him jumped when he left her.
I had an ex-family member. We was in the military together. He got out the military. He was working a local job in the same city where I was still in the military at, and he was married to this lady. He had married her and adopted her 2 kids.
Yeah.
And then she was cheating on him. She was cheating on him with one of the fathers of one of the kids. And then he found out about it. He had just bought a brand new house, put him in a brand new house. Also had bought a brand new vehicle for her. And then they had a child together. So he put her out. She gets mad. She gets some of her street friends to break in the house, destroy. He was very, he liked electronics. He was into computers and stuff.
Yeah.
Video games. She had him break in the house, jump him, beat him up, and destroy all his electronics. You know?
That's ignorant.
Then also,
That's ignorant.
Then she followed him around and she ran him off the road. He got into an accident and wound up in the hospital. So because they were still married, you know, the hospital let her in the hospital to visit him. So she comes in the hospital and tells him, I wish you would have died. She tells him that, I wish you would have died. Yeah. So, he was in the house because he put her out. He took the brand new car back. He was driving it. So when she ran him off the road, he wound up destroying that car and putting himself in the hospital. And, yeah, man. And so, she had took their son. He tried to sneak back in town and take his son, the one they had together. And she lied to the police and said that he wasn't the father. So the cops gave her back the child. And he left. He was from California. He left, went back to Cali, never came back. And then he was stuck also paying child support for 2 kids he adopted that he didn't create.
Yeah.
So he was stuck paying child support for 3 kids, but he only made 1.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. Good dude, man. Really good dude. Really smart, good dude. He was with the wrong one. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get it. Oh, man. Tell me about your album.
Well, everybody, man, as you know, I am T Swin, your favorite rapping expediter. I have an album called Transportation Music. The album is out. It's available for everybody right now on all music streaming platforms. Holla at your guy T Swin. Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, everywhere. Pandora. I'm on all streaming platforms. And recently, I just did the Houston box truck sprinter van, cargo van meetup with box truck Coach Shelton, his wife Tammy Moore. Here at A-Time, it happened this weekend, man. They had me come out and perform. I did some money in the van for the people, man. Everybody loved it. It's a great event, man. Shout out to ATP, box truck coach, and Miss Tammy. And also shout out to Sheree Moore, she trucking for being the plug and making it happen.
Put some respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my name, put some respect on it. Put some respect on it.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
What?
You heard me?
What? Welcome to the King David Super Show. Yeah. Keep up. Put some respect on my name, bitch. What?
Yeah.
Alright. Ain't over till I say it's over. Check this out. Alright. So we have some new things, we have some new topics, alright? So, what is your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
My favorite cartoon, man. I would say Transformers, bro.
Transformers. Alright.
Autobots, roll out.
80s cartoons. I'm gonna have to kind of say, bro, like I said, my favorite, like I said, episode 9, my favorite cartoon was Thundercats. Hands down. And the reason why is because I love fucking Mum-Ra. Mum-Ra was my guy. Mum-Ra was my guy.
Yeah.
He be plotting and shit. Mum. I am going to fuck these fuckers up. Because I am Mum. Right?
Yeah.
That was my dude.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing, man. Lion-O, man. Lion-O was a little bitch, dude. He was a weak little bitch. Everybody ran Lion-O.
That is true.
Everybody punked Lion-O. Even Snark. Everybody punked Lion-O. Everybody punked Lion-O. But yeah, so we have this new thing. Anytime we have some hoe shit going on, we have the sword of homins. Sword of homins, right? Check this out. Check this out. We're gonna demonstrate. Stand by. All right.
Sword of omens, give me sight beyond.
Sword of homins. Sword of homins, give me sight beyond sight. What do you see? I see hoes. I see some thottery.
And I see some whole shit.
I see some whole shit. I see some bullshit. She's lying. She's setting him up for failure. Some fuckery. Yeah, man. Thundercats is my shit, people.
Oh!
Thundercats! Ho! I'm serious, man. Thundercats is my shit.
Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight.
Yeah, man. That's my shit, man. I fucking love Thundercats. I love Thundercats. You want to play Family Feud?
What you
I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to give it a try. Let's see.
It's only me and you.
I don't know. What do you think, Bill? All right, I'm saying. I gotta think of some questions.
Come on down.
Come on down. We gotta play Family Feud. All right. I gotta think of something. All right, hold on. How do I do this? I got that already. All right, I gotta think of a question. All right. Okay. What are the top 5 things that hoes do?
Steal money. Lie.
Huh.
Cheat.
Stand by. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. What are the top 5 things hoes do?
Lie. Cheat. Steal money.
Top 5 things hoes do.
Blame shit on other people.
Top 5 things hoes do.
Let's see. Change clothes in the bathroom.
Stand by.
Sword of omens, give me sword of omens.
Hold on.
Who the fuck you?
How do I do this? No, hold on. Alright, here we go. Let me put the hose shit on. Stand by. Top 5 things hoes do.
What's your top 5?
Fuckery. Bullshit. Lie. Complain. Cheat. Steal.
That's 6.
Oh man. Lie again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm having too much fun. See, okay. Yeah, we're gonna start incorporating game shows. We're trying to start incorporating game shows. But yeah. What are the top 5 things that hoes do? Hoe shit.
Exactly.
They walk around like hoes. They drive around like hoes. They don't pay for anything. They expect me to pay for everything. Oh my god.
They don't want to be called hoes.
They don't like being called hoes. They don't like being called what they do. They don't even like things that rhyme with hoe. Ho ho ho. HEAUX. They don't.
And hoe shit can be done by men.
They don't want to get a job. They expect me to do everything. They don't like being called out. They don't like shows being called hoes. They don't like Kevin Samuels. They don't like Andrew Tate. They don't like anything. They don't like anything but themselves. They don't want to get a job. They want to strip on the pole. They don't like the word thought. They don't like to. My bad. Survey says top 5 things hoes like to do. Survey says. All right, this concludes the King David Super Show. Thank you for checking us out. We love you. Peace, love, and hair grease, motherfuckers. Peace out, motherfuckers.
You want to take them out on the song?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Let's get into my story, man.
My story. Stand by, fuckers. I gotta find T Swizzle on Spotify.
Yes, find me there.
All right. What song you want?
My story.
My story. That would be. What number is that, sir? That's not on your album.
No, it's not. It's not on the Transportation Music, non-Transportation Music.
Stand by.
But it's perfect for tonight's show.
Stand by. Pardon me, folks. I don't know if there's a hyphen after his name.
No, it's not. It's just a space.
Artist. You're the man, can't always be wrong. My story. There we are. My story, bitch.
Yeah.
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 Looking at the city from my high rise. I ain't made it yet, ain't no high five. Keep my circle small, it's only 5 guys. These haters won't beef, think we small
Right
fries. When shorty
Small
came up,
circle.
look me in my eyes. She got my name tatted, it was
Between the
dimes.
dimes. Time flies like a fragile. Watch out for them rebels.
I can't live under the gravel
Or the judge gavel. I got moves to make, something gotta shake. She thinks she got my mind cause she got shake.
Baby, I'm a Superman, but I ain't got a cape. Close the Drake, TAT in my face while I innovate. You wanna see an 8?
Buy gorilla tape.
You wanna buy some rims?
I want real estate.
I'm trying to see some meals like
Like
a
a
dinner
dinner
date.
date.
Tell the producer
Put the beat on my dinner plate.
What?
I told the world what you
you
got
got
for
for
me.
me.
I
I told your girl keep it hot for me.
If it don't go with the mission, then
Then
it's not for me.
Not
Shut
for
your
me.
mouth
When I'm talking, this is my story.
My story.
Made a few mistakes in my younger days.
Younger days.
That's why my city G got a bunch of grades.
Great.
All my nephews gonna have a bunch of plays. Undisputed champs with a bunch of K's.
If I die today,
Then my kids rich. Soon as you say I love you, that's when things switch.
Stress
Got me with a dope fiend switch. She don't wanna be a lady, wanna be a bitch. Being nice, now my heart is ice. You want a phone call, that come with a price.
You ain't gotta like me,
I know my shit tight.
Want me to drink the Kool-Aid
When I know it's spike, when I know it's spike, you wanna say it's love. No more tears, I am not a dub. I'ma do me, you can do the drugs. Somebody fucked up, you know who it was.
I told the world what you got for me. I told
So your girl keep it hot for me.
If it don't go with
The mission then is not for me. Shut your mouth when I'm talking. This is my story.
My story. What?
Shut your mouth when I'm talking. This is my story.
What? You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us. Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Gracias. Arigato.
Thank you. Let me give you guys an update. We are in 4 African countries. I've recently got us on multiple servers overseas, and our numbers are really good. We're right now we're right under 30,000 views on YouTube. Mm-hmm. We're at 790 hours on streaming platforms. So, but it's a lot. Stitcher, Siri, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Audible.
Sirius XM, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Audible, Amazon Alexa. I mean, the whole. I mean, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? The platform is there. The numbers are just inevitable. You know, so the main thing is like, you know, I'm just trying to build a core listening group, core following. Follow us, grow with us, evolve with us. You know what I'm saying? You know, we'll grow together. So I don't care for bots. I don't care for fake subscribers. That's not important to me. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is core audience. Keeping things genuine. You know what I'm saying? And again, thank you guys for everything. Like in all seriousness, thank you for watching the show. We love you. Go Boomka.